You're over 60 and noticing your strength fading. It's not your imagination, it's biology. Your muscle fibers are thinning exponentially after 60, and your metabolism is slowing. Every year you lose a little more ground. Not just strength, but balance, coordination, and confidence. This isn't weakness. It's called sarcopenia, muscle loss that sneaks up so gradually. You don't realize it's happening until one day you can't get out of a chair without help. And then that weakness leads to a fall, the kind that can cost you your independence. Most people over 60 don't realize they can stop this, or even reverse it, because muscle loss isn't permanent. And yes, even brain neurons can be rebuilt when you feed your cells what they actually need. Before we go further, tell me in the comments, which muscle do you feel has weakened the most? Your legs, your grip, or your core? We're replying to every comment with science-backed tips to help you rebuild strength safely and surprisingly quickly. A 2023 study in the Journal of Clinical Nutrition and Aging found that older adults who added just 25 grams of real food protein per day preserved 28% more muscle mass. No workouts, no prescriptions, no surgery. Muscle is the single most powerful anti-aging organ in the body. It controls how you burn fat, how you regulate blood sugar, and even how fast your brain declines. And it can be rebuilt at any age. You just need enough of the right fuel. The problem? Most people over 60 aren't eating anywhere near enough protein to stop the loss. The U.S. guidelines are decades out of date. New research shows older adults need nearly twice as much, around 0.7 grams per pound of body weight. If you weigh 150, that's roughly 100 grams a day. Quick question, how close do you think you get to that number? Drop your answer below. I'll tell you how to reach it by the end of this video, and without breaking the bank. Because aging isn't the problem, undernourishment is. Feed your muscles and you don't just survive longer, you live stronger. We're counting down the top 9 highest protein foods, ranked from helpful to life-changing. And wait till you see what made number 1. You'll never guess it, but it's the ultimate muscle builder. Eggs land at number 9 on our list. They've been the gold standard for decades, about 6 grams of complete protein per egg. Still one of the best ways to start your day, but you'll see, we can do even better. Eggs aren't overrated, they're overstated. Excellent protein quality, mediocre yield. One egg gives you about 6 grams of protein, which means you'd need 5 or 6 just to match a single serving of chicken or Greek yogurt. Bone broth isn't new. Your grandma knew about this one too. She just called it soup stock. But we call it bone broth now, and it turns out science proves she was right. A cup only gives you 7 to 9 grams of protein, but with collagen, glycine, and glutamine, it rebuilds joints, tendons, and connective tissue. That means fewer injuries, stronger movement, and better recovery. Store-bought broth costs about $2 to $3 per serving, but Do Not Age collagen peptides give you a stronger dose, 10 grams per scoop for about 55 cents. You can mix these collagen peptides into coffee, herbal tea, or sugar-free hot cocoa made with macadamia milk. It digests easily and doubles as a nightly recovery ritual. Bone broth may look small on paper, but combined with collagen's benefits, it's the underrated powerhouse for fighting sarcopenia and keeping your metabolic health strong. And coming in at number 7 is hemp seeds, also known as hemp hearts. Gives you 10 grams of protein. They also deliver omega-3s and magnesium for heart and nerve support. They've got a creamy, nutty flavor that blends seamlessly into anything without the grit. Sprinkle them on salads, yogurt, or smoothies. Best time to eat them is in the morning or as a mid-morning snack, because steady protein and healthy fats early in the day help keep energy balanced and prevent mid-morning crashes. Cost is about 55 cents per serving, and beyond muscle support, hemp seeds can also fight inflammation, hydrate the skin, and even help relieve itchiness. At number 6, Greek yogurt. 15 grams per cup and loaded with probiotics that boost gut health and nutrient absorption. It's not just breakfast, it's repair fuel with flavor. One serving of Greek yogurt is rich and creamy, packed with casein, a slow-digesting protein that continues to feed your muscles for hours. A British Journal of Nutrition study found that consuming casein before bed increased overnight muscle protein synthesis by 22%, and when combined with evening resistance training, the increase climbed as high as 37%. Best time to eat it is before bed because casein delivers a steady stream of fuel while you sleep, protecting your strength until morning. Stick to plain, unsweetened yogurt. Regular yogurts are loaded with sugar that cancels the benefits. Cost is about $1 per serving. Edamame is at number 5. 1 cup of edamame provides 19 grams of protein and 5 net carbs, along with a significant amount of fiber. It's also rich in leucine, the amino acid that flips the switch on muscle building by activating mTOR. That's the signal your body needs to build new muscle. You can buy them fresh or frozen, steam for 5 minutes, or even eat them raw. Microwave too long and they'll explode like little green grenades. So don't do that. Snack on them mid-afternoon. Around 3 p.m. is perfect for balancing blood sugar and keeping energy steady. Cost is about 80 cents per serving. Coming in at number 5, cottage cheese. Cottage cheese isn't fancy. Your grandma probably kept a tub of it in the fridge. Somewhere along the way, people forgot how powerful it is. 1 serving, about a cup, packs 28 grams of casein protein, the slow digesting kind that keeps your muscles fueled for hours. Here's the kicker. A Florida State University study found that eating cottage cheese before bed boosted overnight muscle protein synthesis by about 22%. Add resistance training, and that shot up to 37%. Curd size? Small or large, doesn't matter. The protein's the same, but do pick a full-fat version. It keeps blood sugar steadier, helps with satiety, and gives you extra fat-soluble vitamins that low-fat versions strip away. That makes cottage cheese the perfect fuel before a workout or right before bed, 2 of the most critical times for protecting and rebuilding muscle. You can sweeten it with low glycemic options like stevia, monk fruit, or allulose, or add some blueberries for an antioxidant boost. Here comes number 3, tuna and salmon. 2 of the most overlooked muscle foods are hiding in plain sight: wild-caught, water-packed tuna and canned wild salmon. Each 5-ounce can of tuna delivers about 29 grams of complete protein for just a few dollars. Both deliver all 9 amino acids plus omega-3s that fight inflammation and keep your brain and muscles strong. Salmon, 22, but salmon adds vitamin D, B12, selenium, calcium, and potassium for extra bone and immune support. And here's the clincher. Research in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that adults over 50 who ate fish like tuna and salmon just twice a week gained muscle mass, grip strength, and even walking speed. Always choose wild-caught and water-packed. Wild keeps contaminants lower, and water-packed preserves protein and omega-3s without added oil. Before we hit the top 5 budget foods with the highest protein, let's step outside food for a moment to talk about a very important companion, because there's one compound that determines whether your body metabolizes that protein or it goes to waste. It's called creatine monohydrate. Think of it as your body's alternator, keeping your muscles and brain charged. Creatine restores adenosine triphosphate, ATP, the body's primary energy currency. It fuels every essential process in the cell: muscle contraction, DNA synthesis, and nerve transmission, the energy behind every movement, thought, and heartbeat. It also activates autophagy, the body's built-in cleanup system that clears out damaged cells and replaces them with new, stronger ones. A 2022 Journal of Gerontology, Medical Sciences study found that older adults taking creatine gained up to 14% more strength and 3 pounds of lean muscle mass. A 2018 study in experimental gerontology showed that creatine improved short-term memory and reasoning by up to 15% in older adults. So you can see why creatine is so important. It keeps your cellular engines firing and your repair system switched on. That's why elite athletes, longevity biohackers, and gerontologists treat creatine as more than a bodybuilder supplement. It's a compound that fuels strength, recovery, and renewal at every level. Because sarcopenia may stage a quiet siege, but you're not built to surrender. Runner-up at number 2, chicken. Still the go-to for muscle maintenance. 53 grams of protein in a 6-ounce serving. But what's even more interesting is that another study found that when older women ate chicken while also in a weightlifting training program, they gained more muscle and strength than training alone. Chicken's not just protein, it's collagen, iron, zinc, and B vitamins that keep your muscles, hormones, and metabolism running strong. And the price? About $1.20 per serving. Best time to eat it? Lunch or dinner with some veggies on the side. And taking the crown at number 1, dried fish. It's the world's most concentrated natural protein, about 70 grams per 100 grams. They're not going to serve this on a cruise, but it's the ultimate muscle food if you can get past the smell. Best served rehydrated as a soup, not exactly luxury dining, but it gets the job done. The kind of food you want on hand if you ever get shipwrecked on a deserted island. It's pure amino acid power, efficient, potent, and unmatched for muscle repair. Try it. You might like it. Don't be one of the statistics. Half of adults over 60 are already losing independence to sarcopenia. Your muscles aren't just meat on your bones. They're your metabolic engine, your balance system, your independence insurance. And the best part? Numerous peer-reviewed clinical studies are all pointing to the same truth. Protein isn't just helpful. It's essential for building and protecting muscle as we age. Feed your muscles right, and you won't just avoid weakness. You'll move with confidence, with strength, with joy. You might even feel like you're 40 again. If this helped, hit subscribe. And in the comments, tell us which of these foods you're adding to your meals this week. We read every one. And remember, use code LONGEVITYCODE for 10% off at donotage.org, because the future of longevity isn't coming, it's speeding up, and you're either aging or evolving.